Yeah, the switcher likes to freak out sometimes, so I disable it, and then I forget to re-enable it. INnoVation's Reaper coming on in here. So far nothing has gone down.
Yeah, both players pretty happy just to sit back and macro up at the stage, working on SCVs, working on probes. Twilight Council just about done now. For Trap, Reaper trying to get stuff done, but the Adept is on guard, not really willing to let anything happen there. Factory on the way from Inno, just about to finish up there too. Probably going to be a Cyclone if I had assumed the first thing he's going to build with that, but no, Widow Mines and a Starport. So instead, going for the Widow Mine drops. Stalker taking the place of the Adept on guard, and yeah, you're not doing anything here, Reaper, once these units are out on the field.
Yeah, we saw him go for that 2 Widow Mine drop twice versus Parting, so we'll see if he goes for something very similar versus Trap. Reaper being chased away by the Stalker. Meanwhile, there's weird dances. INnoVation's Marines shoo away Parting's Adept. Is the Adept for Parting going to commit? Nope, he cancels it. Blink is on the way here for INnoVation. Or for Trap, pardon me. Ugh, I totally called Trap Parting a second ago.
You sure did. It's cool. It's been a lot of StarCraft.
It has. We're getting through it though, guys. Thanks so much to everyone for sticking on with us. And there's going to be the finals tomorrow. So the past two broadcasts, including this one, they're building up to that finals, which should be fantastic. We've already got 3 players. And I think with INnoVation, it's pretty safe to say that he will be one of the 4, one of the 6. So we've kind of got 4 out of 6, and then everyone else will be playing for that final 2 slots.
So mark your calendars tomorrow about the same time, or actually the exact same time to start. It's going to be a finals, and at this rate, INnoVation's going to make it. So
I think he's a shoo-in. The question is, does he guarantee himself first seed? Trap intercepts that medivac. Looks like he's going to lose a Stalker. Oh no, blinks away perfectly.
Oh my gosh, Trap, that was handled as well as you can possibly.
That is what I like to see.
That was no. Did he lose anything?
Nope. Nothing's gone down. Trap is... he's so good.
So good. Yeah, every Protoss player on Earth is like, wait, how do you do that?
And if you guys learn to do that, you will be so good as well. Now, INnoVation, he does have up a tank. That's kind of the Terran necessity to make sure that the Protoss doesn't just come on in and blink on and abuse you. Tank and a bunker, a very nice combo. And look at that Trap, he blinks for 1 Marine. Eats a tank shot, no biggie. The man's a god. INnoVation has a ton of Marines. This is actually a very similar situation to what happened with Parting. I don't see Trap blinking on in, though, because that is a lot of Marines waiting.
Yeah, Marines trade very well against Stalkers, especially if they have upgrades, which are being worked on right now.
Ooh.
So, bit of a contain setup here is all we're really looking for. Third base coming up for Trap behind this. Going for Ye Old Colossus with extended thermal lance.
This is very similar to how Parting played. I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, no kidding.
And INnoVation, he is going for a 3rd command center, though. So he's not just going to push and try and kill Trap like he did in that game versus Parting. So we're going to be playing it a little bit later, perhaps, and we could have ourselves a very late game Terran versus Protoss. I feel like going versus Trap in late game TvP, like Terrans, they're experimenting with it a fair bit, but I feel like Trap's such a monster that I don't know if you want to try it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to mess around. I'm with you on that.
Trap is out on the map here. Just waiting to potentially stall INnoVation a little bit if he does decide to push on in. He's comfortable though on his third base, warping in some units, taking this attack seriously. He stopped at 60 probes. That's exactly where Parting stopped. This game is some real deja vu. Very similar playstyle from the two Protoss.
Yeah, it is kind of weirding me out a little bit here.
The similarities are so real. Of
Trap
course,
what?
INnoVation isn't trying to kill Trap right now, and Trap's actually going to poke on him. You got to be careful though. Siege tanks are enough to shut down this Protoss army in a bad engagement.
Yeah, especially coming up a ramp into a choke versus siege tanks is just suicide. Don't do that.
Yeah, just wait for INnoVation to come for you.
Yes.
And
Or wait for
him. He will.
Wait for him to leave, I suppose.
Okay, Warp Prism moving in for Trap. He's been absolutely lethal with these. He destroyed Fantasy with this Warp Prism before. And now he's going to try it versus INnoVation. We'll see if INnoVation has units in position to stop it. I feel like Terrans have been dying to these Zealot counterattacks since the end of time, and we'll see if INnoVation is going to be yet another victim. As Trap, he's maybe looking to push the front a little bit, poke INnoVation perhaps, scare him a bit. And this Prism's just hanging out for now, waiting for a good opportunity.
Yeah, no reason to go in there when INnoVation has nothing else to worry about. Might as well time it with an attack somewhere else. Kind of those Lings of Sort of that sat at the top side of the map on King's Cove for about 10 minutes before finally rolling in and getting stuff done.
They were some patient Lings, man. They had, they just sat there twiddling their thumbs, doing their thing. And now INnoVation moves out, and the Prism goes in. Or it moves a little bit.
There we go, it's moving.
Okay, Trap moves out. He's got to be careful, though.
Ow, ow. That is so much bio and so many tanks.
That's a lot of INnoVation right there. No Zealots are dropped into the natural, and the main base, this Prism getting annihilated.
No.
Nicely shut down by INnoVation.
Army supply is 121 to 87 right now. INnoVation has a massive lead off of these three bases. Trap's trying to take a fourth base, but I'm not sure that's a great idea. Is Storm done?
Trap does have Psy Storm, yeah.
Storm is done. That's the great...
It is. It's the
some good storms
AoE that isn't countered by Vikings, and that's why it's so important for the Protoss. Lands a nice storm on that bit of bio. INnoVation, though, just trying to tank through it. Trap's Colossus are somewhere out on the map. They're just hiding at the back for now because there's so many Vikings out. However, they're not actually here in that fight. INnoVation, Interference Matrix, all of Trap's High Templar, and he's just pushing forward. There's going to be a Psy Storm in a second. There's a massive Psy Storm, but Trap's army has been significantly thinned out here.
Yeah, it's about a 25 army supply lead right now. Sure, the counterattacks of Zealots into the third base of INnoVation are continuing and are very good. They're getting some damage done there, but no, free High Templar, no. Wait, take fire though.
The High Templar get focused down. The Colossus are now here. They're going to try and get out as much damage as they can as the Vikings are working away on them, putting them on a bit of a clock there. INnoVation is still pushing forward. The Stalkers are the only thing to buffer for Trap, and he warps in another round of Zealots, but his Colossus are pretty much gone. Can he push his opponent back? He retreats for now, and Immortal pops out because he knows Colossus aren't going to be useful.
Zealots are still working on INnoVation's reinforcing units. They were doing some damage there.
No mining at the third of INnoVation. He needs to get that back on track, and he transfers SCVs back there. And
huge engagement here. Zealots charging on in. Colossus trying to do work. Are all the Vikings gone?
Yeah, or they're landed. So Trap's actually going back into Colossus, realizing this. And he did hold on, and this position is getting better for him because he has a fourth base up. His main base is starting to get mined out, his natural's starting to get mined out, so he can transfer probes there, keep that economy going, whereas INnoVation's still on 3 bases. And it's important to note as well, Trap, that entire fight, he was researching +2, and now he's got it since he survived.
Yeah, his economy is fantastic. He's got a fourth base up. INnoVation finds himself on the back foot. All of a sudden here, Storm is done. The Zealots are still continuing to be annoying here. And yeah, working on those Archons, working on further armor upgrades, which are so good against Terran for Protoss. The harder you are to kill versus a Terran opponent, the better you are.
Man, that was a bit dicey for Trap.
It was, but he held, and that's the huge deal. He never lost a Nexus.
Oh, he's moving out, though. This makes me a bit nervous, but...
he has not lost a single probe this game, either.
Hasn't he?
Nope.
Oh my god, Trap is a god.
That was... yes. That's all I got. Hey, 502 viewers! Woo!
Hey, that is awesome to see. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on into these great games, and they are great games. This group is really delivering here. INnoVation versus Trap, though, still heating up. A ton of Liberators are on the production tab for INnoVation. That seems to be his play here. They're really stacking up, though. He's got to be careful. Even Liberators are vulnerable to Psystorm. Oh, that High Templar walks forward. There goes one Psystorm, bruising them up a bit.
Yep, not enough to finish it off, but that's A-okay. And you know what Trap's not doing is making Tempest. He's like, you know what? Screw these Liberators. I don't need Tempest for these guys. We're going for Storm. We're going for Stalkers. We're using a ton of Colossus here, making 2 more at a time. Army Supply still favoring INnoVation here, but again, Storm and Archons and Colossus are the splash damage and the
so
great
many
equalizers here.
Ah,
going for it. There's the Storm. There's the Blink.
Oh,
Is it enough to clear out the Liberators? No, INnoVation
not.
too scary.
INnoVation's just spilling forward. However, there's more High Templar coming forward, and that will be Trap's saving grace. And INnoVation taps out. He knows it's over. He knows he failed to kill Trap back on the other side of the map. SCVs were dying somewhere.
31 to 73 workers at the end of that game.
That Prism giving INnoVation a hard time there and securing Trap the victory. He always kills... He always kills Terrans with a counterattack with his Prism. He's so consistent with that.
Hey, if you can do it, why not? Holy smokes, though. What an absolutely incredible play there. I thought for sure Trap diving in there and losing it. INnoVation does win the engagement, but unfortunately, INnoVation recognized, I win here. Win here. I'm toast, and he didn't. He was down 40 workers. Forced to tap out. Let's try this again. Wow, incredible TvP. Just fantastic stuff for sure. Yeah, the Zealots in the third base, even killing more SCVs as the game ended too, catching that on the stream.
I'm pretty sure that's why INnoVation just GG'd out. He's like, oh, you've still got Psystorm, and all my SCVs are dead. I'm done though.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. Well, INnoVation is the best of us.
He is.
Anyway, the next map is King's Cove, spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map. It is Trap.
And spawning in the top left, the Blue Terran player, he's scary, and he's INnoVation. Not unbeatable, though, as we've seen.
No. Sort of entrapped the 2 players to take a map off him. And I fully think that Trap can take this next game, or at least take the series. He's already looking strong. And if he plays like that again, I feel as if it's going to be very well. It'll just be a good way to go about it. Of course, King's Cove, it is a bit of a harder to defend map, as just the very nature of it. A lot of cliffs that can be used by tanks and Liberators, things like that. Okay, Trap moving out with a probe here. Nexus on the way here for Trap. All the while his probe being a bit of a nuisance.
And here's the dance we've seen multiple times today. 2 SCVs versus a probe.
There's always one SCV that's looking a bit worse for wear.
For sure. And then you get a couple
he's had
extra.
a rough day.
Ooh, that probe. Get out of there. Get on out.
Man, he did call it close that time. 1 hit point. 1.
I mean, I guess we can assume we're going to see more Colossus. Every PvT we've cast today has been Colossus play.
I'm fine with it. I love it. I love seeing Protoss just reach that level and just try and play that style perfectly. Because some of them do. They just make it look so good. Of course, it was dicey that game. Of course, it is always dicey versus INnoVation. But Trap, he pulled it off, and he played it excellently, and I don't know if you want to do it again on this map. I think the main hindrance would be the map, in which you maybe try something else. And oh, look at this. The Adept gonna try and get this Reaper. He jumps on up. The Adept cancels his shade. Does he get it?
Oh, what great angle. What a great angle. Oh, knocks the body up into the base. That was great.
The Reaper's body made the jump, but he didn't.
He had exited the body at that point.
He did. That was... Oh, man. Oracle on the way here for Trap. Oh, 2 Hellions moving out, but look at that. Beautiful positioning for Trap to intercept. Shades instantly to stay on the tail of these Hellions.
Gonna get another shot off there. Not gonna kill it, but does bring it down into the red, which is nice.
Those Adept Frisbees are serious business.
Okay,
Oracle might just pick these off. Yes, he does.
Yeah. No kills on those Hellions.
Beautiful.
Nicely done. Great control.
He already lost a probe. I was just gonna say, is Trap going to beat INnoVation without losing a single probe?
Nope, but close. Close so far. He's keeping that streak fairly alive. Is that 4? Oh my gosh, that's 4 Widow Mines.
Widow Mines build quickly, and look at this. There's more getting queued up behind this. I love this from Terrans. Just making more Widow Mines, more Medivacs, and they build so quickly. 21 seconds. Medivac takes 30 seconds. You can pretty much have out 4 mines by the time your next Medivac is done, and it's just perfect.
That's insane.
And is Trap prepared for this? He's got the Phoenix, he's got the Oracle. Mines are starting to unload just right in the face of this. Oh, some of them are getting lifted up, but not all of them. That mine hits a Phoenix. Might have been better to target a Stalker there. I don't know. Another one hitting that Adept. Good cleanup by Trap, though. Not a single worker getting killed by that. 3 Adepts, a Medivac, or 3 mines, a Medivac getting cleaned on up, and 4 mines in total, because they all did go down. And now here comes round 2 for INnoVation. And look at this. He's already planning round 3, so you never give up. You just hope for that one good Widow Mine connection. I love that INnoVation is doing this.
It's kind of fun. I mean, Protoss players are like, shut up, man. It's not fun.
Yeah, I'm a little guilty of this. This is my TvPs right here. And look at that INnoVation setting a trap.
But for what? What on earth is going to wander over this way? Ah, there they are. They're coming around. Oh, that didn't work out at all.
Work. You can't trap. And look at that.
Free.
How obvious is that?
Yeah, his name is Trap. You can't trap him. But you're right. The Medivac cruising back and forth over that spot is like, well, there's stuff there.
That's not suspicious at all.
Oh, man. Everything dies. Trap.
You know what INnoVation says, though? If you don't succeed, try and try again.
I don't like this. I don't like that he's trying and trying again at this point. It's not working out.
Bopping this. This is the ultimate bopping.
It's a super bop. And where are the Phoenix? Where are they?
All it takes is one good round, and here he goes. Trap's already on pursuit of this. Probes are being pulled. Widow Mine's not get anything done.
Lifts all of them, kills all of them. The Medivac is going to get killed too.
Oh my god, INnoVation.
Don't do it more, man.
More mines?
Dude, this is not working out for you.
I love it. It's beautiful. How many mines have died this game? 12 mines and 2 probes.
That is not good trades. Bad trades, INnoVation.
I mean, mines are cheap, but they are not that cheap.
No. Trap's working on his robotics bay. He's like, what up? We're going to have Colossus soon, and your Widow Mines will be used.
INnoVation, he doesn't care, though. He's going for it. And, I mean, he has got up a 3rd base amongst all this. He's getting up his production now. I mean, it's not a good spot. Trap's getting up a 4th base. He's very comfortable. INnoVation's not dead, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. INnoVation can afford to kind of lose the first couple of minutes of the game. He'll be just fine anyway.
Here goes in this drop. Meanwhile, Trap's Phoenix are on the other side of the map. Oh, one of them finds the Phoenix. But he's going to go down. And now in comes the drop. But, oh, there's Stalkers in position. INnoVation, his mines are just... Oh, these ones might make it happen. Oh, there we go.
Hey!
11 probes.
11.
I mean, wait, check. Nope, still more Widow Mines dead than probes.
1-to-1 ratio. How's that work? Not well? It's not a good number, no. But still, it's better than it was. It's improved.
There's some wholesome chat going on right now. I just want to point that out. And of course, the #1 Trap fan in chat.
Gemini.
Oracle? No biggie, dodges that Widow Mine. INnoVation, by the way, still making more mines. He's got 8 in his army. I'm telling you, he likes his reactored mines, and that's pretty apparent at this point. Here we go. INnoVation moving across the map. He's somehow up on supply, by the way. A lot. Trap's army is a very techy one, but he's only got 1 Colossus with this right now. Is INnoVation going to win this game? He's stimming forward right now. A lot of mines are getting burrowed right now. Most of them aren't going to get connections, but still, INnoVation might be able to go forward still. No, he's retreating. Widow Mine's going to hit those Phoenix. A lot of the Phoenix getting bruised up there. INnoVation does have a ton of Marines and Marauders still. Trap holds on, though.
INnoVation pulling back a little bit here. Armor supply favoring INnoVation. Economy, again, much better here for Trap. There's still... Oh, okay. He lost a probe somewhere. I'm not sure where that happened. I didn't see anything on the minimap, so who knows? Mysterious. Maybe he killed one of his own.
Maybe.
Maybe. Phoenix going, I guess there are some free SCVs here. Missiles are not really placed super well to handle that.
They are not.
Oh, and they get a medevac too. Trapped! They're trapped! Traps are trapped.
I'm glad that wasn't me. Okay.
Alright.
This Observer, by the way, this is the realest of MVPs.
Yeah, MVP Observer without question. Army supplies, fairly even. Economy killing it for Trap right now. He's got his 4 bases. Running Innovations, 4th base is down, and running happily too, though. And going for advanced ballistics.
He is. He is
Liberator
going to make a ton of Liberators. Oh! Probes died somewhere. Oh, there we go. Widow Mine. Killed off 5 probes. Oh, there's more. I can look away for 1 second, man.
He's not giving up on this.
No, INnoVation loves his Widow Mine drops. He has calmed down with producing them because there's Colossus out at this point.
And they're useless in major engagements.
Okay, here comes in Trap, though. He might not be giving INnoVation the time of day. INnoVation's got to retreat. He's got a planetary on the way, but that's the issue. It's just on the way. He's retreating with his bio backed into a corner. There is no Psystorm. There's 3 Colossus, however. INnoVation pulling some of the SCVs. He's got a lot of bio here. A few Liberators coming forward are going to help greatly with this. INnoVation needs those guys set up immediately.
And there we go. Circle's coming in. Phoenix flying in, trying to deal with these Liberators, getting shot at by Marines as well, though, and out of the sky a little bit. But you know what? Pushing the bio back allows the Phoenix to get the damage on the Liberators that they need. They don't take bonus damage versus them, but
look at
they
this.
Can clear them out quite nicely.
Man. Into the 3rd base of INnoVation, just slaughtering. 22 SCVs have gone down so far.
This is what he
still
does.
Bullying his opponent right now.
You're right. This is what he does. He will warp in Zealots in your mineral lines when you're trying to deal with them at the front door. And I think he's feeling really confident in games. He's moving into this effectively.
Yeah, INnoVation is no longer up on supply. I mean, Trap is really committed here. The Liberators are getting set up on this army. SCVs have been pulled. INnoVation's just trying to hold on. The Liberators shooting at the Colossus, but INnoVation over, and Trap kindly shows INnoVation the door.